if not. Okay, so I'm going to pass to you. I'm using another computer, I have to tell you. So if we have problems, I will be back. Si se me va o algo el ordenador, volveré, ¿vale? Let me see. What I'm going to pass to you is the things we're going to be working with, which is, you know, completing multi-word gaps and all these things. You can see the document. I'm going to open it. This here. So this is what we are going to be doing. Reading and use of English. You know that in this exercise, you have to select the most appropriate collocation. Those are collocations, okay? Then we will do a closed text. You will put any word that you need in the gap. And finally, we're building. Yes, okay, but this is, you know, I suppose you're going to do it very well. So, guys, we're going to do it one by one, okay? And before that, I want to give you some vocabulary in case you need it. Okay, so we're going to read a text. Well, the text is like any other text coming from Cambridge. They are not very interesting unless you are interested in the topic. So this is about caving. And caving, what I'm going to do is, let's try to, well, you have the document, so I'm going to be writing some vocabulary for you. Let me see if I control my laptop. Well, I don't see it, but anyway, we are in this exercise. Let me see. Should be opened. Well, it doesn't matter. So this is about, the text is about caving. And guys, caving means in Spanish, well, this is exploring caves, explorar cuevas. This is caving, but in Spanish we have a word for caving, which is espeleología. Okay, so caving is in Spanish espeleología. All right, so we are going to read a text about something about caves. Okay, and I want to look at some vocabulary. For example, in here we have devoted. Devoted means comprometido, leal, fiel. Okay, I'm going to write the words here. Devoted. More words that you may have problems with the verb squeeze and to squirm, which are here. Okay, to squeeze and squirm. This is both mean, well, I'm going to tell you squeeze. Squeeze means, in a general sense, sacar jugo, exprimir. Okay, when you make an orange juice, you squeeze the oranges. Okay, estrujar, and squirm means retorcerse. Okay, this type of things. Climbing. Let me see. But here the meanings are used metaphorically. Okay, I'm saying that we have a, is this a comma? Yes, this is a comma. So those are used metaphorically in this context. More things. Largely means en gran parte. Blah blah. It's rather dangerous. Rather, bastante. We know largely, en gran parte. What else? Private to. Private to means estar al tanto. You're private to a hidden world, or estás informado de. Private to be private to. You know that with these exercises, if you don't succeed in doing this perfect, if you have this wrongly, it doesn't matter. The important things is that you take vocabulary from these texts. So private 2, we said that it was al tanto, estar informado. Aquí viene a ser como te lleva a un mundo de estalactitas, bla, bla, bla. More things. Well, waterproof, you know, waterproof clothing. Waterproof means impermeable, ¿ok? Como los rímels que salen en la tele, waterproof. Thunderous means, it is a word coming from thunder, and it means estruendoso, okay, is the adjective of thunder. Thunderous, estruendoso. And waterfalls, you know, the word waterfall, cascada. Okay, the rest, I suppose that you should be able to know. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you some minutes to do it, and then we will correct it, okay? Just, you know this exercise, so multiple choice. Okay, let's wait for 1 minute and we correct. Okay, guys, let's see. So, caving is an adventure sport that quite literally takes, because this is the given option, takes you to another world, but it's also quite a well, A, B, C, or D. Let me see. Very good. Because the collocation, guys, is to keep a secret. This is a collocation. So it's also quite a well-kept secret. ¿Por qué no me salen los... me salen, pero si me meto. Bueno, it doesn't matter. Enjoyed by a relatively small group of devoted enthusiasts. Caving, number 2. You don't know. It is B. B because, guys, because to call for means requerir. Okay, so require. This is the same as. So we need that. Kevin calls for, requiere, la espeleología requiere for a range of skills, una serie de habilidades, because it involves climbing, squeezing, and squirming. Aquí hemos dicho que esto, squeeze, era apretar, estrujar, squirm, era escaparse, retorcerse. Estos son términos, I'm going to look for in reference. Esto tiene que ser un deporte, aparte de los significados que os he dado. Vamos a meternos aquí, squirm, squeeze. Tendría que venir así, squeezing. But, you know, this is what I told you, exprimir. It has to be something related to that we don't know because of this. Apretujarse, apiñarse, this is not what we want. Should be there, maybe. Nope. So we don't have the meaning because in this context, it is something specific to caving. So neither in the dictionary it is. In the earth rocks to discover the many fascinating, sometimes very large and beautiful caverns that, number 3, under the surface. Surface, superficie. Very good. D. It is D It is D, guys, because lie puede ser mentir, ya lo sabéis. But it means also yacer. So, las cavernas que yacen bajo la superficie. Lie. Let's see 4. It's rather dangerous image. What do you have for 4? Very good. Very good. It is A. Despite its rather dangerous image, largely 5. No, 5. Acquired. It could be assumed, but it is acquired because it's the collocation. This is English. So collocations all the time. Its dangerous image largely acquired thanks to rather sensationalistic television programs. The sport has an excellent safety. Number 6. D, very good. Record. I know it's writing. It is D. Record. So long as you go with a qualified instructor or caving club. Wearing a helmet es casco, no lo hemos dicho antes, and waterproof clothing, you're private to a hidden world of stalagmites and stalactites, although you may have to 7. This is difficult because now when I tell you disagreement, I find disagreement in the answers. It is B, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you the meanings. First is amble. Amble means to walk without being in a hurry. Okay, andar sin prisa, pasear. Hay muchos verbos. Esto se ve en el C1. Por ejemplo, tenemos look, que es ver. Pero luego hay muchas maneras de ver. Por ejemplo, ver con deseo, quedarse mirando boquiabierto. Todo esto en inglés son verbos lexicalizados, es decir, en una palabra, ¿no? Entonces, no solo tenemos look, watch, see y observe. Tenemos glance, gape, gawk, gop, a lot. So the same, guys, happens with walking. ¿Ok? Tenemos walk, tenemos run, pero también tenemos dash, wade, amble, stroll, hike, and those are ways of walking. Amble means pasear sin prisa. Wade, this is the correct option, is letter B, because wade is specifically for water, and I'm going to tell you in Spanish because maybe this is difficult to wade, sorry. Wade, it usually goes with the preposition across, wade across, and it means vadear. And what is vadear? Vadear is walk through the water or walk in the water. Okay, so this is specifically for water, and that is why we need this option. What is a stroll? By the way, stroll, pasear, ¿vale? And hike means like trekking, so hacer senderismo, okay, it is not walking per se. So wade, because it says through torrential underground rivers and negotiate thunderous waterfalls. It is talking about water, so we need vadear. Vadear, maybe vadear, sí. So this is difficult. Why? Because maybe you don't know even in Spanish this word. That is why it's difficult. Waterfalls in order to 8. Vadear, yes, Jose. No. It is D, Laura. Very good. D, reach. A ver, os voy a decir por qué no es la C. Reach y achieve significan alcanzar, pero reach se suele utilizar para alcanzar un sitio, ¿vale? Achieve es más de alcanzar un objetivo, por ejemplo, achieve an objective, achieve a goal, pero reach means alcanzar un sitio literalmente, ¿no? Que me lío, a ver. In order to reach the most impressive spots, a spot means place, okay? Spot. In what spot are we meeting this afternoon? Or in what place are we meeting this afternoon? This is the same. The challenge of entering the unknown in the pitch dark can be terrifying, however, so it's as well to choose your location carefully. Okay, so many words to study. So that's good. Part 2, this is a little bit, well, not difficult, but, well, this is a little bit random, hazardous. So, guys, you are going to, in this exercise, put whatever word it fits in this context, and it can be an adverb, preposition, a verb, a linker, a relative, whatever, okay? I give you some minutes. Okay, guys, so I suppose we will have time to do the idioms because you're very quick. Why are sunglasses cool? Okay, so sunglasses are heavily associated with images of celebrities. Sunglasses are cool, and it is a cool that seems set to endure. Endure means sobrevivir, ¿no? Aguantar esta tendencia. Have you ever wondered why this should be? The roots of sunglasses are anything glamorous. What do you have? Let me see. Like, not like, of, no. But, Alejandro, very good. It is but. It is not this, but this. But lo conocemos como pero, ¿verdad? Pero es sino también. No son estos, sino lo otro, ¿ok? But. Guys, this happens because, well, but we know that is pero, and now that you know that, it can be sino, yes. This happens with yet. Yet means todavía, but it also means sin embargo when it is at the very beginning of a sentence. So be careful with these discourse markers because they may have more meanings. Okay, so in this case, sino is but glamorous, however. Amber tinted spectacles first appeared in the 19th century and were a medical remedy for people. What do you have for 10? Whose, very good. Very, very good. Perfect. Whose eyes were oversensitive to light. Ok, spectacles es otra manera de decir glasses. Spectacles. Spectacle es espectáculo también, ok? But it is also gafas, como si aquí decimos lentes. Okay, it's another word, which is, of course, less used. These first mass-produced versions made by Sam Foster. What do you have for 11? It couldn't be de because you would need a comma. No, I'm not seeing it. No lo veo. I don't see it. It is of. This is a little bit difficult. It is by Sam Foster of Foster Grant fame because I suppose this is a factory. Were sold in the 1920s in the US seaside resorts. 12. This point, however, so 11 was off, and now 12 at. Very good. At this point, very good, very good. At this point, however, they remained functional objects and were yet to acquire the cool image they now enjoy. This about thanks to the US Air Force. Quiero decir que esto vino gracias a algo. This comes about thanks to... Alejandro, the verb is correct. It is came about, but exactly, Celia, you have to put the past because everything is in the past. But the verb is correct. And was, we will need was, I know, later. Okay, so this came about thanks to the US Air Force. Air Force means el ejército del aire. No, nada de fuerza. Okay. In the 30s, airmen started to wear anti-glare glasses called aviators. In early days of flight, these men were regarded 14 as, very good, regarded as, not like, Celia, we also say siempre que tengáis regarded va con as. Okay, it's like a collocation. Regarded as heroes. Down on the ground, actors keen to cash. This is a phrasal verb. Cash on, a phrasal prepositional. Cash in, very good. Cashing on, aprovecharse, sacar tajada. To cash in on. A little of that glory realized that sunglasses created an intriguing image. So eat. 16, the last one. Demonstrate, no. It was, okay? Laura, it is not going to be so difficult, okay? Si tenéis que poner un verbo en el examen, va a ser algo que sea parte de un phrasal verb, entonces hay que poner el verbo que sea, o si no va a ser el to be o el say o tell. Demonstrates, I think it's difficult, so it is was, I know a yes. The link between the fascination of celebrity and a pair of sunglasses was forged. Forged means created. Very good. And number 3 now, guys. I give you time. Okay. Customer reviews. It says the publication in paperback. What is paperback? Paperback means libro de bolsillo, de tapa blanda, okay? I want to say it correctly. Okay. The publication in paperback of Matthew Quirk's debut novel represented something of a milestone. Milestone means hito, un hito. The promotional material that... We need a verb. Oh, you're right. Look at this, guys. We need to make the verb, but we have the blah blah in paper blah 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 represented. So this is speaking about the past, so it is accompanied. I'm going to write it. Okay. The launch means lanzamiento, okay? The launch featured glowing 5-star reviews such as charming and well written. And now we have a comma and the best book. What do you have for 18? Argument, argued, no. No. I'm waiting for the correct no. It is an adverb, arguably like this. Arguably the best book I've read this year. Arguably. Nothing so usual in that, you might think, except that these notices came from the pens of critics. Professional, very good. Professional critics, very good. Very good. I like this class because you're very participative. Professionals, yes. Be careful, Gemma. I suppose, me imagino que, yes, exactly. Me imagino que es porque lo escribís, pero recordad profession with double S. Professional critics on national newspapers, but from actual readers who had bought the book on the internet and enjoyed it enough to post a positive review on the site and whose opinions appear in an... This is a little bit difficult. Editable form. I told you it was difficult. It is unedited form, but the good thing is that you knew that it was an adjective. Unedited form. Es una página donde no se puede editar y os lo voy a explicar ahora por qué hay que ponerlo en negativo. As can be seen from the various spelling and grammatical mistakes they often contained. Como no se puede editar, nadie profesional puede editarlo. It could be argued, of course, that the 21 analysis is very good. That the analysis of an informed literary critic may well be more. 22. Reliable, very good. Alejandro, Jose, reliable. Yes, good. Reliable. Reliable than the thoughts of one casual reader, but the site also records the cumulative star rating awarded to each title but by all readers, providing what? What do you provide? Feedback. Because no. Jose, maybe you thought that it was related to feed, alimentar, right? But feedback is la retroalimentación, que se suele decir feedback in Spanish. We say feedback. Yeah, it comes from the same root. Feed, alimentar. Viene de ahí. Providing feedback. The more people like the book, the higher the star rating. Rating is calificación, clasificación. Maybe that kind of speaks for itself. Recommendation, very good. Very good. In the singular, because we have, let me see, S. So it is singular, recommendation. Okay, so what should you get from these three exercises? Mainly vocabulary. That's it. This is practice, but start retaining vocabulary. We're going to do another thing, which is I have prepared it for you because I know you are very weak. Okay, I'm going to pass it. Idioms. Let me see. Okay, now you should have it. This is use of English, and this is going to be also good for you to, well, to learn English. That's it. So we have a sentence containing the idiom, which is in bold letters, and then we have four options. And then I'm going to give you some time to do everything. Well, I'm going to read. We can do it together if you want. And I can tell you what the meaning. I suppose that you are not going to know the meanings of it. I think I wrote 10. Yes, 10. Okay, so we're going to do it together if you want. After going to the park, the mall, and the movies, Cassie was sick of bending over backwards to entertain her nieces. To bend over backwards, well, I'm going to give you some time to think about the first, and you put it in the group. Very good. It is letter C. And to bend over backwards means dejarse la piel. Okay, so bend over backwards. Esto no significa que dejarse la piel en inglés solo se diga to bend over backwards. There are more expressions to convey this meaning, but well, this is one of the main meanings and ways of conveying the word, the expression, sorry, dejarse la piel. To bend over backwards. Bend over means agacharse, to crouch, literalmente, okay? Backwards, dejarse la piel, romperse la espalda. I don't know how you translate that. Letter C, very good. Bobby would have been playing ball until the cows came home if it hadn't been for Susie dragging him home for dinner. Dragging is like arrastrar, si no fuera porque Susie le arrastró, okay? Drag, arrastrar. Very good. It is D. It is D. So until the cows came home, this is an exaggeration for, we say in Spanish, hasta que las ranas críen pelo. Number 3, Mr. Johnson was very particular about the arrangement of his classroom, so the thing he hated most was when his students caused a ruckus. Ruckus means trouble. With their wild horseplay. I won't tell you what horseplay is. Okay. C, very good. So horseplay has nothing to do with a horse, and we have here, it is letter C, and we have the key is wrestle around, which is a phrasal verb meaning la montaban, la liaban. So to do horseplay is to make a mess. To make a mess, liarla, however you want to call it. Horseplay and wrestle around is the same. I'm giving you a little bit of time so you can copy whatever you want. Let's see for Eric wanted to fix his cousin's computer, but he was already having problems setting up his aunt's Wi-Fi network, and he didn't want to open a whole new can of worms. Setting up, remember that this means to set up a business, montar un negocio, to set up a business. and in this case means instalar, to install. Number 4, letter D, correct. And what does it mean to open a whole new can of worms? Means to make things worse. I don't know in Spanish, to make things worse. I don't know in Spanish. Let's see 5. Even though Candice already had a new job, she submitted her 2-week notice. Her 2-week notice means con 2 semanas de antelación. 1 week notice or 2 weeks notice, okay? And conducted herself in a professional way at her old job because she didn't want to burn bridges. A, B, C, or D. Think about it. Very good. It is A. Candice didn't want to ruin her positive relationship with her old employer. And well, to burn bridges, quemar puentes, we say this in Spanish, and we also say quedar mal. Okay, well, when you don't want to break a relationship because, well, it may be useful one day. The following is very interesting. 6. World-renowned country western supergroup. Yes, the Mountain Boys can sell out an arena at the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat. B, very good. So letter B. And at the drop of a hat, well, we mean it when we want to express that something is done very quickly. For example, this can be translated into Spanish and en un santiamén, en un pispás, en un abrir y cerrar de ojos, en menos que canta un gallo. Okay, so a lot of options. Seven, Vivian expected Craig to sob. Sob is to cry, okay? Uncontrollably when she broke up with him. However, Craig kept a stiff upper lip. Exactly, it is D. Very good. It is D, so he didn't cry. Nos está diciendo Vivian, or Vivian, I don't know, she expected Craig to sob, but he didn't because we have however. So to keep a stiff upper lip means mantener la compostura, mantuvo el tipo. Okay. Or he didn't overreact. Remember that when we want to learn new idioms and so on, you should take into account that you can conjugate the idiom. So you wouldn't learn kept a stiff upper lip. You would write it like that. To keep a stiff upper lip. Okay, so that would be the way in which you want to learn new phrases or idioms, and then you can put it in the past, you can put it in the future, whatever, okay, but always with the base form. This was just a remark. Good. To sob, remember, is another way of crying. I told you that there are other verbs to convey look, others to convey, hemos visto vadear, related to water and all of this, so for cry is the same. 8, Mrs. Robinson expects Casey and my presentation to be good. But we have been working on it every night for the last week, so we are really going to knock her socks off. Very good. It is C. So to knock somebody's socks off, it is to make them feel surprised, okay? La vamos a dejar boquiabierta, okay? Because we are going to far exceed her expectations. Vamos a superar sus expectativas y la vamos a dejar boquiabierta. ¿Cómo encontraríais estos idioms? Si yo los quiero buscar. I'm going to just recommend something to you. Oh my God, that was my mobile. I'm just going to recommend, well, you know, word reference, you can see it here. I use it all the time, you know, when I don't know a word. So this is very useful, but sometimes you are not going to find idioms or things like that. And there are two ways of looking for idioms which have possessive pronouns. You can look it for as to knock somebody's, or usually written like this, somebody's socks off, or the other option would be to knock your, as the general thing, to your socks off. Okay, so somebody's or your as a general thing. If you don't find the idioms in word reference, you can find them in other dictionaries, which are Lingüe and Glossbe, which are very good. Sobre todo Glossbe, okay, because it is a page in which there are translations coming from the European Union, and you have a lot of expressions. If you don't find the idiom in this, you have the Oxford Dictionary, and you will find it there. Okay, but remember, when you look for an idiom in a dictionary, you should be able to put the base form. Okay, and if it has a possessive pronoun, don't put the possessive pronoun, okay? Put somebody or something like that. Or if not, if it doesn't appear like that, write only socks off, for example, okay? And maybe it will appear, okay? Good. 9. Over the summer, Brian was really excited about being placed in the advanced math class, but after getting his syllabus on the first day and seeing the workload, he was ready to jump ship. Try to do it, and then I will tell you some words. I'll give you some minutes. Guys, write me more options. D, C, do you all agree? It is C, D, A, B, what? Disagreement again. It is C. He didn't want to be in the class anymore. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Over the summer, Brian was really excited about being placed in the other one, but after getting his syllabus, look at this. He wanted to go. He was excited about going, right? But after getting his syllabus, we need to understand this word. And syllabus means programación. Programación didáctica, ¿vale? No programación de nada que tenga que ver con los ordenadores, ¿ok? A syllabus is what I give to my students. I don't know if you know, but I don't use. You are the group B2, and you have, I suppose, the students' book, the workbook. I don't have the book. Okay, We don't have the book. I don't have the book with my students. I mean, so I give them a syllabus of what we are going to see during the course. Okay, this is the like an indexed, like we're going to see the present whatever, be used to, get used to, ing or to, infinitive, whatever. This is the syllabus, what we are going to be doing. So he is excited, but he gets the syllabus, so like all that they are going to be doing on the first day, because this is given on the first day, and seeing the workload means carga de trabajo, and seeing this, he was ready to jump ship, means abandonar, tirar la toalla, recular, cambiar de opinión, I don't know. He changed his mind and he didn't want to go to the class. You can say to jump ship, es tirar la toalla, hemos dicho, o saltar del barco, like more literal, it is good. To throw in the towel, this is the same, to throw in the towel. He changed his mind, or he drew back, reculó, I don't know, things like that, okay? So at first he was excited, but then after seeing all that was going to come, he decided that he didn't want to be there. Okay, and finally, 10. Jose had a hard time comparing the iPhone to the Samsung phone because to him they were apples and oranges. A, B, C, or D? Exactly, it is B. So, apples and oranges. This means something is uncomparable, okay? And we say this expression in Spanish with other type of fruit. No manzanas y naranjas, son peras y manzanas. Peras y manzanas, o churras y merinas, we say that. They are very different and they cannot be compared because, well, they are different. So Jose believes that the phones are so different from one another that they cannot be compared. This example for Cambridge wouldn't be right because fruit, according to some grammaticians, you don't put S in fruit. So, well, one thing is the use of the language and the grammatical correct things. Because fruit, you shouldn't put it in with S. This is just for you to know. About fruit, okay, fruit is uncountable. So that's it. But then you have it in exercises. Okay, guys, I think we have finished. We have seen caving, speleología, about this, about the sunglasses, about customers' reviews, about books, then some idioms. I hope that you like the class, or at least that you found it useful, okay, and that you got a lot of vocabulary. This is the important thing of an English class. Okay, so guys, I hope you are well. Maybe I will see you another time. And bye bye. Have a nice week. Bye bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have fun.